Welcome to our video on households. Icon considers a household to be a geographic location where people reside. To access your household list, go to People, Households. Clicking the gear icon in the top right will open a window that allows for customization of the columns being viewed, adding filters, and creating custom reports. To add or remove columns, click on Add a Column and select the column you want to add. This is a free text field, so you can either scroll to find the selection you want or you can type a few letters of it into the field to search for it. To add additional filter options, click the plus next to Filter and select the criteria needed to search by, such as status. Then add the specification of contains, equal to, greater than, followed by the criteria, such as active. To add a second filter, click plus symbol again. To remove a filter, click on the minus symbol to the right of the filtering criteria. A yellow highlight will be added to the window to notify you that a filter is applied. Custom reports can be printed using the applied filters. The household list can be sorted by any of the column headers, either ascending or descending using the arrows next to the header. The column that is being used to sort will have a dark gray box around the column header. The search box allows you to type in a portion of data, and the system will quickly search and bring any matches to the top. For example, typing ALE in the search field could result in these three letters being found in a first name such as Alec, a last name such as Bales, or a city such as Burnsdale. To add a new household, click on the Add New Household button in the top left. Adding a household record requires a minimum of 4 fields: first name, last name, city, and state. All other fields on the household screen are optional. If there are 2 adults in the household, both names should be entered in the first name field. For example, if there was a family with parents Sarah and Scott Smith and children, Jake and Leslie, the household name would be Sarah and Scott Smith. If the couple has 2 different last names, enter both in the last name field. If you want to add a picture, click the icon in the top left and upload a photo. Pictures will display on the household screen and can be shown in select directories. Choose a status for the household and enter a status date if desired. This field can be used for multiple purposes and is most helpful if used consistently. You can enter a phone number for the household if you'd like. Since most households don't have a landline, there are fields on the individual records to include cell phone information. If the member does not want their number listed in the directory, check the box above the phone number. The Include in Directory is checked by default and should be unchecked if the household should not be listed in the printed or online directory. To change the default for this, go to Settings, Preferences, Church Membership, and either check or uncheck Default Include in Directory. You can enter both a primary address and an alternate address. Click the circle next to the address you'd like to view. This alternate address has a starting and ending date. This allows you to enter the date range the household resides at the other location. If the date range is the same year to year, you can check the box to ignore year. This will ensure that when running reports, the alternate address will display regardless of the year. The Include Address in Directory will be checked by default. Remove the check to exclude the address from the directory. The Mail To field is the way the household name will display on labels, directories, and donation statements. The carrier route and address zone can be used for a variety of classifications. Some organizations like to use the address zone as a quick reference to know what part of the city the household is located. You can also print an envelope, view a map, or get driving directions on the household record. The system is defaulted to auto-create individual records when you save the household. If that is not happening, or you don't want that setting turned on, you can change it by going to Settings, Preferences, Personal. If you have that setting set to No, you will have to add the individual members to the household manually. When set to Yes, the individual records will be automatically created using the names in the household name fields. To view individuals or add individuals to the household, click Add View Individuals. This will open a blank individual form. Individuals that are already listed in the household will appear on the left side. Click their names to view their records. Also, on the household you can add notes, view the email history, print a census, view donations, and go to the More Information tab where you can add additional contact information and complete user-defined fields. If the household no longer needs to be in your database for any reason, you can archive the household by selecting Archive. Thanks for watching.